Hi, this is Tanya from Love Butter Tarot, back with the monthly forecast for October 2017 for Pisces. Right, Pisces. I just want to say before I start, if anybody does want a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. I am away for a week this month, so my availability is limited and spaces are starting to fill up already. So if you do want one, then please get in quick to ensure that you don't get disappointed, because when I am away, I literally can't. I'm away working and I can't, I won't be able to do any videos, okay? So what I'm picking up psychically for you, Pisces, okay, is there is change, okay, a lot of change coming. You may feel like you're in a bit of a whirlwind or in the eye of the storm this month as well, because I feel like things are like whizzing around you, you know, it seems a little bit chaotic. And I feel like you are you're ready to look after number one, but in a little bit of a fuck you to the world type of way. This is what I'm getting. And I want to say to you that yes, you do need to make changes, but you also need to be careful and know that every action has a positive and negative reaction, okay? So like I say, be careful what actions you take this month, because you need to look at the consequences, okay? So it's fine to take a risk, but look at what could happen if you do as well, you know, because you can't just do it and then think, oh, well, I wasn't expecting that. So this is saying look ahead, okay, before you actually make a decision of some sort. Because when I'm looking at your reading here, I feel, to be honest, it seems like you're a little bit pissed off. You're holding things into yourself. There seems to be a lot of stuff that you're holding in, which is actually turning a little bit into resentment, okay? And you're looking at the past, and I feel like there's this sharp, like, you know, like I say, you're pissed off at it, and why is this happening to me? And, you know, there seems to be a lot of blame coming in here, Pisces, for some reason. And I feel this is actually keeping you stuck. It's keeping you from going forward. But I feel this month is when you make the decision to stop this, okay? So I'm not getting at you. I'm not in any way getting at you. This is what it's saying. You know, we need a little bit self-awareness. And like I say, we all need to take responsibility for the parts we have played in our past as well. You know, yes, people may have treated us wrong, but we may have allowed that, or we may have played a little part in that. So this is what it's talking about, the beginning of the month. So I really feel that you are, as we go in this month, it's like you're prepared to do this work because you are sick of being sick, if that makes sense. You know, you're sick of feeling isolated. You're sick of feeling on your own. You're sick of all these thoughts going through in your head, and you want to get back to being you, okay? Now, what I want to say within this is forgiveness, okay? When you forgive somebody, you don't condone their actions, but what you do is you free yourself from further pain. Okay, so somebody may have done something to you in the past, you know, and yes, it hasn't been nice, but if you're hanging on to that and hanging on to old resentments, this is going to penetrate into your future, and you don't want that. This is what it's saying here, you know, you're sick of that. You're sick of feeling like pissed off, you know. So this month, it's about you stepping into your personal power, you know, getting your emotions in check as well. You know, yes, people may have energetically taken from you, but that is gone and that is past. This is now about learning how to live without, you know, learning how to live with forgiveness, you know, because this is freeing yourself. And I feel you're a little bit scared. I feel it's like you don't know what is ahead of you, you know, and it's like, you know, there's a little bit loss of hope here and like disillusionment, you know, a little bit. Poor me, I want to say, okay? So please, Pisces, that doesn't suit you because it's keeping you stuck. So stop fighting. Stop fighting, even if this person isn't in your life, you know, by offering this forgiveness, you know, or these person or people, sorry, by offering forgiveness, you are allowing yourself to free yourself from the past. And this is what is needed. The second you do this, I feel these changes will start to come and you will instantly feel better as well, you know, because it's like I say, there's an opening up, okay? And I feel this is an opening up of your life, an opening up of stuff that you've sort of put in a box and put the lid on, but it's been bursting to get out. Open that up. Let these emotions out. Let these feelings free, and this will free you, because this is what this month is talking about. You actually getting your power back, action, and sort of being a little bit focused on where you're going and freeing yourself from the past here, okay? Because the past has been keeping you stuck in anxiety. When we are living in the past or projecting too much into the future, this brings in anxiety for us. When we are living in the now, this is when we are centered and calm, and this is what it is calling for you to do. Now, you might not have everything that you want, Pisces, but there's not many of us do. But, really take pride in what you do have, and you do have your self-respect, and you do have the strength to let those that have hurt you go as well, so this is what it's saying to you. It's a pretty empowering reading this, okay, because this is the start of a new cycle for you, and a new you. Where you have felt blocked, I feel you're going to feel like you can charge ahead as well. There is happiness coming for you, there is harmony coming for you, but this is when you find it within your being first, okay? Once you find this happiness and harmony within you, then your external world will follow. If you have all this resentment and all these feelings that are eating you up inside, and this horrible and this anger, you will find that is the life that you will project. When they say that there's with the old native Indian proverb, there are two wolves inside of us, a white wolf, which is about peace and love and stuff like that, and then the black wolf, which, is like resentment, hate and everything like that. And the little boy says to his granddad, which one wins? And he says, the one that you feed, that's what gets stronger. So feed yourself on peace and love, rather than sort of hate, resentment and sort of bitterness, Put sweetness into your life. This is what is needed, Pisces, because this will stop you from being a prisoner of your past, and this will allow you to bring balance in, okay? Your intuition is crying out for you to do this as well. It's time now. It's waited long enough. It's saying there for you. This is time to inject some joy into your life. Make new friends, go out, have new experiences as well. I feel some of you can have money coming to you as well. There is money coming. So this month is going to be a good month financially, probably one of the best you've had this year, to be honest. And I feel this will spur you on as well, because when life's been a struggle, it's hard to be positive, but I feel this month externally things are going to change. As I said in the beginning, once this storm goes, once you get out of the eye of the storm, then you will see that things will actually start to pan out better as well. Some of you could be changing home as well, or some of you could be moving in with a partner or something like that, or somebody could ask you to, or they could ask to move into your home. Like I say, as long as this works for you, you really need to look at what is working for you, what is going to make you happy. I do feel love is in the air for a lot of Pisces this month. I really, really do, and I feel somebody who is going to come in will be a bit of a teacher for you, okay? Somebody who's going to come in, they're quite high energy, they're quite positive, they're quite, spontaneous and stuff like that. And I feel this person could inject a little bit of happiness and joy into your life and let you sort of cut you loose in a way. This is it. I want to say to you, loosen up, Pisces. This is what I want to say. Now, some of you could be asked to go on holiday or go on a trip or something like that, and you might be a little bit hesitant around this. I feel go. It could be this person asking you to go away with them or something for the weekend or something like that. I feel go, okay? Because I feel if you don't, this is sabotaging yourself. You've got to stop being kind to yourself, Pisces, because it's sort of like you're used to life being a struggle, okay? So it's like, yeah, well, I've got to struggle through this to prove myself. You don't. You need to let go of the struggle. I really feel some of you, this could be an old thought pattern or an old belief that you have learned from childhood, that life has to be a struggle. So really this month, really look at ideas that you have picked up from parents or ancestors or something like that. You know what I'm talking about, letting the past go. This could be like way back in the past, where you have been taught from an early age that, life is meant to be a struggle, blah, 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 and all of this, no, it's not. A lot of us have problems with money as well. And they're talking about this here. And, have the mindset of money comes to me freely and easily. Don't hang on and save things. Don't, penny pinch, because that will say to the universe that I'm coming from a place of lack. You need to come from a place of love, Pisces. This is what it's saying for you this month. I feel some of you could even have an idea where you're going to work for yourself, or some of you could get a new job as well, because there is towards the end of the month, there is a happiness, a real happiness, a contentment coming for you, financially secure as well. Like I say, there's love coming in as well, but you need to stop being so rigid. This is what it is. Be more flexible. This is where your success lies, in your flexibility. Okay, forgiveness and flexibility. Them are your two key words this month, Pisces. And you will see that once you do this, your life will change instantly. You need to learn to trust again, Pisces, okay? And this is also trust yourself. If you are constantly thinking that somebody is out to get you, to hurt you, to take from you, or something like that, that is the type of people that you will attract into your life, okay? Go out and see the good in people. Read all these stories about these good Samaritans, these do-gooders and stuff like that, and realize that, there are a lot of beautiful, kind people in this world. This will be your new life once you start to look at that. And this is when the changes that are necessary, massively necessary at the moment, will implement, okay? So it's a real manifest, and you've really got to look at your thoughts this week and see where you're giving conflicting thoughts to what you're wanting. Maybe listen to Abraham Hicks as well. They're great at putting us in our space there. I always get a good arse kicking off Abraham Hicks every time I listen to them. But by the end of this month, you're going to feel a lot more secure, Pisces. You're going to be looking towards the future and not focusing on the past, okay? This is a time to open your heart, and this will open you up to so many possibilities that can come in before the new year, to be honest, as well. So this is it, be solid, be secure, practice forgiveness, and allow a little bit fun into your life. You're allowed it. It doesn't have to be a struggle. So I hope that made sense, Pisces. I'm going to pull a spirit card and see what we have from this. Spirit card for Pisces. Oh, that one's just fell out here. Right, okay, this is sexuality. Like I say, there could be something coming in here. An influx of sexual energy is coming your way. Embracing both the masculine and feminine aspects of yourself creates wholeness. It is safe for you to express your sexuality in whatever way you choose, provided you do it lovingly. So I don't know why that's come out with that card, but this is what I've said. Come from a place of love. Even if, like I say, you're intimate with somebody, but you're wanting something more from that, this is what it's saying. Look at this, so really look at your ideas around how life should be, around finances, around intimate relationships and everything like that, and look at what needs to be broken down and what new way of thinking needs to be injected into your life, because this is where you will have free. Because I feel they're saying it's like, what you may have thought was free love may have cost you dear, if that makes sense. So really look at what you're expecting from another person as well, because whatever you're wanting from that other person, you have within you. We all have the masculine and feminine sides of us, and it's like I say, it's working together rather than one taking control or one actually taking too much. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to you. Please let me know if it did. And again, if anybody would like a personal reading, please get in touch via my website. The link is below there. And have an absolutely fabulous month, Pisces. Sorry, I feel like I've told you off there, but I've got to go with what I see. So remember, every action has a positive and negative reaction as well. Okay, so just think of the consequences. Okay. Satnam.